Hello and welcome to this trauma-informed yoga practice for low back pain. We'll move through some gentle yoga shapes to help ease feelings of tension and pain throughout the back. So grab your yoga mat and we'll get started. You can start with me today lying down on your mat or any comfortable place on the ground. You can start with the knees bent and feet gently resting. Place your hands wherever's comfortable. And we'll slowly windshield wiper the knees back and forth, bringing them both over to the left as far as feels comfortable. And then to the right as far as feels comfortable. You can go as slow or as fast as you would like, whatever feels good for your spine today. Bringing gentle awareness and gentle movement to the low back. Maybe even a bit of a massage throughout the spine and the hips. Then bringing your feet and your knees back to center. Bring your feet out to the sides of your mat. And then let your knees fall inward. So now we're getting an opposite movement of the hips here. Just taking a breath, noticing what comes up, knowing if anything does not feel good for your back, you can switch shapes. And slowly bringing those knees back up and heel toe those feet back to hip width apart. Bring the knees to the chest here. So grabbing both knees, tucking them into the chest as high as feels comfortable. Maybe rocking back and forth, giving a bit of a massage to the back or doing some gentle circles in the back. Find what feels good here for your body. If you notice the chin is jutting up, try and keep it tucked in. When you feel like your back has had enough of a massage here, bend those knees again, bringing those feet back down. Moving into a hamstring stretch here, you can keep the left leg bent. Take that right leg, bring it up to chest, and take your hands behind the right leg, just above the knee. And then slowly straighten that right leg as much as feels comfortable, getting a stretch throughout the back of the leg. Sometimes those hamstring muscles are holding tension, so we want to stretch them out. If there's any numbness or tingling in the leg or the feet, just bend the knee, release that tension, give the leg a break. And then you can always straighten and go back into the stretch. And if you feel like you're not getting enough of a stretch, you might straighten that left leg to get more sensation through the right hamstring. Bending and straightening that right knee as much as you need. When you're ready, if your right leg is straight, you can bend it. You can bend that right knee. Let that right leg relax and switch sides. Your left leg goes up to chest. Bring those hands behind the knee. And then slowly straighten that left leg, stretching out the hamstring. Once again, taking as many breaks as you need, bending into that left knee and straightening it back out when it feels ready for you. Just as with the other side, if you want to straighten the right leg, feel free. And on your next breath, lower that left leg, bend the right knee if it's straight. Bring that foot down. Just do a little bit of a windshield wiper again. Rock those knees side to side. You might notice it feels different this time than it did the first. When you're ready, make your way onto hands and knees. And once on hands and knees, moving into a few cat-cows here. So up on the tops of your feet here, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. On an inhale, you're going to lower your stomach to the ground. Allow that tailbone to come up. On an exhale, you're going to round your spine. That tailbone goes under, that chin goes to chest. And inhale, going the opposite way. Exhale, rounding, moving through a few more of these. You can go as fast or as slow as you would like. You could do a little bit of circles with the hips or side to side movements. Find what feels good for your back today. And then come back to that neutral tabletop. We'll move into a child shape here. Take your knees to the width of your bare mat. Your feet can move in a little bit together. And then you're going to bring your hips back as far as feels comfortable to stretch out the low back here. Your arms can stay forward, or you could bend the elbows and rest on your hands if you would like here. Whatever feels good for you. And as you're here tuning into the breath, trying to allow that breath to come into the base of the spine. Expand throughout the stomach and the rib cage. Use that breath to support the back. One more breath. On an inhale, coming back up to all fours, making your way to a seat. One more shape here before we end. Once seated, we're going to move into a straddle. So bring your legs as wide as feels comfortable. Might be wider than mine. They might not be as wide as mine. That's okay. And you might feel a stretch on the inner thighs here in the back. If you do, you can stay here. If you feel like you need more of a stretch, you can take your hands, just gently slide them down the leg so that you're leaning forward until perhaps you feel more of an inner thigh stretch, more of a back stretch. You want a stretching and a sensation of ease, not a sensation of pain or tension. And just like the hamstrings, these inner thigh muscles can contribute to back pain, so we want to give them some love too. And you can rest here for a few breaths. One more deep inhale and exhale wherever you are. And making your way back up to sitting any way that feels comfortable for you. Thank you so much for joining me today in this trauma-informed yoga practice for low back pain. I hope it brought ease and comfort for you. I'll see you next time.